Or what was the first track that you sort of did and thought, yeah, that's going on the album?
I think the first one was Here It Comes Again, which is the first single. And as I said, I started writing in November of 2001 with Marius de Vries, who I'd worked with on the last record. And I had lots of fun in the studio with him. So to ease myself gently back into the writing process, I went in with Marius, and one of the first tracks we worked on was Here It Comes Again. And it was just so exciting, we were like, yeah. And actually, probably from, very early on, I was like,
You used to straight away.
yeah, it's funny that, sometimes it's like that.
Yeah. What's he done? I keep hearing his name. What's he done?
Well, Marius, I think his most famed work at the moment is he was the musical director for Moulin Rouge. But he's done stuff like with Madonna, and he's done some new stuff with Skin, Skunk and Skin, some fantastic stuff. He's done some stuff with Appleton, so he does some cool stuff.
It's actually interesting when you were saying about it sort of having more of a homogenous sound, if that's the right word. I'm not sure it is. Shouldn't use big words.
Sounds good.
Yeah, more of a homogenous sound, but yet there's quite a few producer credits on it.
Yeah, there is. That's something that at the moment I feel is right for me, because sometimes I feel if you just use one producer, sometimes everything it ends up being their album. So I like to use lots of different people, and then it's interesting to see the collaboration and how they perceive my music and how they bring it forward. So I like to work with different producers.
So is there any kind of central theme to it, would you say, lyrically?
You know what? A lot of people who've listened to it have said to me it's very positive, which is probably ironic, because a lot of the time I was writing it, I was a bit miserable, but I'm really pleased that it's worked out that way, and not in a cheesy way, but the theme of the album, it is quite positive. There's a positive slant and everything, which I'm happy about, because I think that's kind of what we need. There's a lot of negativity out there, so.
Is it?
Well,
I know it's in the charts and it's all
that. Well, it's a happy, lovely, happy. But I just think generally in the world, after September the 11th and everything. Artists, I love Eminem, I think he's fantastic, I think he's a genius, but his stuff's quite negative,
Yeah, it's more about him exercising his sort of case, isn't it?
Which I think is a very healthy thing to do as an individual, but I don't know what kind of influence it has on the world, really.
No.
It's nice. If we all chant, yes, things are wonderful, then maybe they will be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Power of positive thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, cool. And what was the most fun you had in the studio? What was a good incident?
Gosh.
What did you get up to?
You see, that's a really bad question to ask me now. If, when you're in a band with four nutters, and you can have lots of things to draw upon. God, there was no incidents as such. Can you think of anything?
Or give us a snapshot of what it's like when you're in there. So all the people who'll be watching this going to have an idea of what it's like being in there.
It's just been really easy. I think, not easy, we've worked very, very hard, and sometimes with some songs it's been like agony to get them where we want them and to get them sounding right, but just finding great people to work with, and knowing what I want and not having to compromise in any way, it's just made it a pleasurable experience, and so it's just been like lots of fun, really.
And are you sort of pretty used to being you must be by now, I guess, solo artist, that the rest of it.
I can't imagine what it's like to be in a group. I can't. It's like, I'm really into. I always wanted to sing the full song because I want to express, my emotion throughout the song, not just like 4 lines, which is, can be frustrating. It's fun at first, but then as you grow up, you think, it's actually what more I want to express as an artist. So that's always been fun, but no, I can't even imagine now not being, the lead singer.
Yeah. Is that why you did so many gig dates? Because it's that sort of expressing thing?
Oh, just because I love performing. For me, that is a reason why I got into this, because that's what I want to do. But when you're in a pop group, you don't do it much. You know, I mean,
well, you loved it, didn't you?
we did eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually, it just takes some time because you spend so much time like traveling and promoting, and it's like you can travel like all day to get somewhere, and you stand on stage and mime for 3 minutes, and it's the most unfulfilling thing you can do because you feel an idiot stood on stage anywhere going, you know. So that's why, you know, touring, and I think it's really important as well, you know, because there's so much manufactured stuff out there. And, you know, and there's a lot of TV shows where you can't actually do stuff live. And, you know, we need to educate people about music. Music is such a wonderful part of our lives. And, you know, people are getting a raw deal. You know, they need to see this, the emotion behind, you know, seeing, and the, you know, the energy of seeing a live band is, if people don't go to live shows, they're really missing out. They're really, really missing out. And there's so many people you watch on TV and watch on videos and they look great and they sound good, but you, half of them are talentless.